now we'll get into our interview with GMGI, of course. It's GMGI here. Let me go ahead. Golden Matrix. This has been a nice stock that has made a lift here from around 250 to 450. Pulled back some. What I would be looking at is the recent move, right? You can maybe do it off the 250, or maybe you're doing it off this bottoming action, right? So we're looking for about 38.2% is holding up right now. 50% brings us towards around 330s. We'll look to see if the 9 EMA holds 200 days around 378, just to put that in perspective. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and bring this interview on. We'll get into Golden Matrix Group. And if you guys don't know about the stock, you guys can always find the description in Benzinga Pro. Look down and learn what the stock's all about. It provides enterprise software as a service solutions for online casino and sports betting operator. The company develops and owns online gaming intellectual property, built gaming platforms for customers located primarily in Asia's Pacific region and Europe. Of course, we've been hearing about kind of more reopening in Asia. Could that help keep this pushing forward? We'll see what happens. Golden Matrix Group. Let's get to the interview.
And welcome, Michael Murray here with Benzinga, joined by Brian Goodman from Golden Matrix. Zoran Milosevic, he is with us as well. A very exciting announcement released from Golden Matrix on Thursday morning. Brian, it's great to have you with us. I'm going to start with you. Tell us a little bit about this news that you just had and the acquisition you've announced.
Thank you, Michael. Always good to be on your show. Very exciting announcement. As per this morning's announcement, we've signed an acquisition agreement with Meridian, and we've always said that we're looking to grow the company, and in terms of core growth, we've been very successful, but also in terms of acquisition. Our first acquisition was Arkings, but now we're looking forward to working with Meridian, and that would take us to a whole new level. It would be transformational.
Amazing. It's a great start from both of you, Brian. Thank you very much for all of the intros. Zoran, I will turn it over to you now as well. Coming from the Meridian perspective, tell us about why you think this deal is going to be so impactful, and tell us a little bit about Meridian as well, so we have some context here.
Michael, thank you for the invitation, and Brian, thank you for everything in making this deal happen. Let's start from the second point. Just short intro. Meridian is almost over 22 years old company, and we started the business in sports betting and then expanded into online casino, into casino, and today we operate in sports betting and casino, online and retail as well. And basically, company employs about 1,100 people, and what is very interesting, the company has its own proprietary technology, both in sports betting and in casino. So we have sports betting technology with back offices and all other required modules and functionalities, and also we have back office for online casino, and also we are developing our own casino games as well. Company currently operates in over 50 different markets in both B2C and B2B model. B2C brings about 85% of the revenues, B2B brings about 15% of the revenues, and this year we will finish with 38% growth comparing to the last year. And it will be approximately 70 and something million US dollars, and with the EBITDA around 20 million. In terms of your first question, why we see this deal is good and what we're thinking about, we just want to be stronger. And what we see with Golden Matrix is very complementary operation to ours. They are operating in the only jurisdictions where we don't operate. It's Asia. Meridian operates in Europe, Africa, and Latin America. We don't operate in Asia. Golden Matrix operates in Asia. The only gambling product which we don't run is being a casino aggregator, which Golden Matrix is. We are not casino aggregator. So we don't see any conflict of interest. We see only the complementary operation, which basically both companies will after this will be bigger and stronger, and will be able to compete into bigger markets. And that's the only reason. And the crucial thing, what was important in making this happen is, as Brian said, the same cultures. So both companies have the same cultures very conservative in running the companies, and that is what we like with these guys.
That's amazing. A great recap there. And Brian, I'm going to pivot it back to you for a minute. For a company like Meridian that is, in a manner of speaking, larger than Golden Matrix Group, as Zoran kind of referenced for a minute there, what are some of the synergies between these companies that just make this partnership make so much sense? And how is that going to help moving into the future?
As Zoran mentioned, they produce their own games, their own gaming content. We have a very large distribution base. We have over 600 unique casino brands that we support. So it's logical that we would push the content into the pipeline. There are numerous synergies in that we also have a Mexican B2C operation whereby we could utilize Meridian's IP and back end to fuel that. And all in all, the Golden Matrix, like I say, we together we're much stronger than obviously alone. If you combine our revenues and our profitability, it takes us to a whole new level.
Fantastic. So obviously an exciting picture painted ahead. Zoran, I'm going to go back to you for a minute here. Maybe give us an idea of Meridian's role and your role specifically after this acquisition and as things move forward. What is the future going to look like on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, on a day-to-day basis, basically, our current internal agreement is that everybody runs what we were running in the past as well. So basically, my day-to-day job will be CEO of Meridian side of the business, and that will continue. We have quite aggressive plans moving ahead, and I want to be focused on the operations, trying to achieve the goals and making good benefit for the shareholders. So basically, there'll be and what we will do in the future in terms of synergies, we will just use useful components of the business which can be beneficial for one side or another side. For example, Golden Matrix didn't use our own casino games, which they will for Asia. They will help us to understand the Asian market, which we never had. And also, what is very, very good for us is that the Golden Matrix is run by the gaming veterans. So we are talking about the people that are basically their life in gaming business. So there is a lot of experience in that company from which all we can benefit and learn ahead.
Terrific, and love the extra context there as well. Brian, I'm going to pivot it back to you for a final question here as we discuss this really exciting news you guys just had out. Give us maybe a little bit of a look into the future, as Zoran just did for the future of Meridian, what he's going to continue doing day to day. As you picture this partnership moving forward a few years down the road, what new opportunities does this open up for Golden Matrix and for MeridianBet as you guys move into the future? Where do you see you guys going after this?
So, yeah, as we mentioned, there's a whole load of synergies, and we would focus on our distribution business and our aggregation business, and be fueled by what Meridian brings to the table, and vice versa. They would be fueled by what we bring to the table. We, as a whole, like I said, it's transformational because our revenues would be north of 100 million, and our profitability would be also north. As a combined entity, our profitability would be north of 20 million, and this obviously is a very powerful tool. And as Zoran mentioned, there's a lot of regulation that's going on, and so we would enter new markets, and together we would combine our resources in taking on those markets. And I'll go back to our slogan is "You can bet on us," and just as Meridian has, Golden Matrix has always delivered on what it set out to do, and our goal is to build this company into a much larger company, and to increase our profitability and increase our revenues, and increase our reach globally as well. So we're looking forward to working together, and we're looking forward to delivering value to the shareholders, and we've always done that, and we would expect that going forward that everybody would benefit.
Wonderful. Well, gentlemen, I can absolutely say it's an absolute pleasure to have a chance to talk with both of you guys directly after such exciting news, and very excited to see the future paved ahead for you guys and what you do next. Zoran and Brian Goodman from Golden Matrix Group and MeridianBet, thank you so much for joining us here today, sharing more details about the acquisition.
Thank you, Michael. All the best.
Thank you, Michael.